let's clean up this raised bed so we can get it ready for fall gardening. So what's today's date? Today is October 12th, and I am just on time. You might be early or you might be late, but I am just on time. So these are some scallions, green onions that I had planted in this raised bed, and I planted these from cuttings last year. Look at this. Look at this. Look how big this is. And they're all the same size. That is amazing. Let's go ahead and lay those right there. It's old stuff. We're pulling all of them because they're old. And I can plant more this year, and I want to plant more this year. So this is them. Really big. Woo! Look at that root. So I planted these from the store-bought onions, store-bought green onions. So I planted these from store-bought scallions or store-bought green onions last year. Matter of fact, not last year, in the spring, or was it in the fall? Hell, I don't remember. But they are. Look at this. But they're gigantic. That's my word for today. Everything is gonna be gigantic and enormous. Yes. And this. So I think I planted 8 of them in this raised bed. They have multiplied. And I've been cutting them as we go. I've just been cutting them and using what I wanted or what I needed. And it's time for me to plant some more. So this all gotta go. All gotta go. Even the sugar cane. So what I do for the sugar cane is I sell the tops or I sell cuttings so that you can preserve them over the winter, and when it's fall you'll be able to plant your own sugar cane. I've been doing it for a while, and I am selling some, so if you're interested in those, let me know. But in the meantime, I am pulling all of the scallions out of my small 4x2 raised beds. So you don't need a lot of space to grow everything. And just in case you are new here, I grow my own food. Well, I grow majority of my own fruits and vegetables, and I pretty much only purchase meat from the store. Here we go. Roots. Look at this. That's one scallion. So what I did was I bought them, the store-bought scallions. I just cut off the bottom, and I put it in a little bit of water until it started sprouting, and then I just planted it. And that is all I did. And over the year, I just been cutting them off and using the tops when I cook. And now they're a little bit old. I'm not saying I don't need them anymore because I am going to use these, but I want to make space so that I can grow more, and I can also grow more other vegetables. So it is okay. So this is everything that I pulled from the small raised bed this morning. So this is everything that I just pulled from the small raised bed, and again, it is a 4x2. I think it's a 4x2 raised bed that I've been growing from. I have 4 of these in my backyard, and I grow my own herbs. I grow my own onions. I grow my own scallions. I grow my own garlic and everything that I need so that I don't have to go to Walmart and purchase none of these things. If you've been following me for a couple years now, you know that I am my own Walmart. I am not buying things that I can pretty much grow myself. So this is everything that I got today. Oop, and I got one. This is a great harvest. It is October 12th, like I said. I'm going to plant my onions and my garlic and more scallions. So whenever I buy my next batch of scallions from the store, I'm going to do the same thing I did last year. And I have videos that show exactly how I did this. So this is not nothing new. So if you're interested in growing these, you can check out my videos and make sure that you're following along, because I'm always posting videos. I might not be as consistent as I used to be, but I am still posting videos, and the videos that I have that's already posted, they're not going to go anywhere. So you can always go back and watch those videos, but it's pretty much the same process. But I'm going to clean these up, probably cut them up, and I'm going to dehydrate these so I can either make powder, or I can make maybe a salt, or even just some seasoning. So yep, that's pretty much it. Okay, so in this container I have some Egyptian walking onions. Over the course of the summer, I use these pretty much the same way as I use onion tops, scallion tops, green onion tops. It's the same thing. I cook with these. I just come out, I usually just grab a bunch and I cut them, and I go inside and I wash them off, and I cut them up and I put them in my dishes. So these have pretty much served their purposes for the summer, and for this fall, and for this winter, I am going to plant some more. There's nothing wrong with these. They're just done for the season. They've already blossomed. I've already saved the seeds. I've already saved the bulbs. So I'm just pretty much going to pull what is in this container, because I want this container to plant some carrots and maybe to plant some onions. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these, and I'm going to start a new batch in a few days. Oh my gosh. That's my flag. This is one root that I planted, and this is what it came out to be. So these are massive, and then I could just pull them apart like so. This is what they look like. They look just like green onions or scallion. So I am pulling them all out of this container so that I can use this container to plant something else for the fall. So that's one. Look how big this is. Scorched, well, this is two. So that's one. Look how big that is. Okay. So there we go. That's the next one. That's another one. That's another one. I hate that the lighting right here is not so good. So these are all of my Egyptian walking onions that I was able to harvest today. Listen, I love this for me. If you have not started gardening yet, what are you waiting on? It's just so relaxing just to be out here in nature. I don't like to get my fingernails dirty, so this is why I always have my gloves. But at the end of the day, I just enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do. I like to inspire other people. And then not only that, I get to eat what I grow. I know exactly what's in it. I know that there's no harsh chemicals. The most that I will use is probably BT, and I'll probably use some fish fertilizer or some regular fertilizer that I have. But other than that, I know that what's going in my body is healthy, and I don't have to worry about anybody putting something crazy on my food. I don't have to worry about an E. coli breakout, or somebody didn't wash their hands and they put their shitty hands on my food. I don't have to worry about none of that. So in the meantime, I hope that you guys have started gardening, and if you haven't, hopefully I can inspire you this fall to start doing something for yourself. Whether we're starting in a container or you have a big backyard like I do, you'll be able to do something. But do something for yourself. Do something that you can thank yourself for later on. But in the meantime, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. wonderful day. Until next time.